Hey there, Bjorn here. We're at Steel Bound Brewery out in Springville, New York. You can see this place right around in here. And we're at the first ever Old Drifters Snowmobile Club ride, vintage ride. We're going to be riding from here at about 22 miles round trip on the old iron. So it ought to be a good trip, but we're going to go around and have a chat with some of the fellas here, see what kind of sleds they got, get ready to go on our ride. So today's weather forecast brought to you by Steel Bound Brewing right here, Springville, New York. Very gracious enough to host this event here. Let us use their facility for registration purposes and restroom purposes. Gonna eat some chow and drink some beers later. So we appreciate them doing that for us. Your weather forecast is that it was snowing earlier, and it's still snowing now. So there's your weather forecast. Hopefully it stays that way, because more snow equals more gutter for the trails and the conditions of them. So there's your weather forecast. Also, it was not snowing like a lot earlier, but it is. And then later on it started snowing, and then it's still snowing. So there's your weather. Looks like it might stay kind of like that. Hey, so we're in here inside Steel Bound Brewing. I got my man here, Kevin Schmidt. Kim Luther here behind the table, manning the table. We got our registration set up. We got our merchandise set up. We got the 50-50 going. We got shirts, and we got, there was some other stuff here, but it's not now. All right, so this is the inside of the engine of the Old Drifters Snowmobile Club. So this is kind of like a one-stroke and a two-stroke right here. So we got the two-stroke machine going on. We're registering, we're 50-50 in, we're rocking, we're rolling. Just getting ready to hit the trails now. Here we go. Thanks, y'all. Hey, Bjorn Snow Scooter here. We're going to talk to some riders here, some vintage riders about their sleds. I got my man here, Tim Jumper. And Tim, why don't you tell me what you got here? What you're rocking and rolling on?
I got a 1979 Polaris Centurion 500. It's a 500cc liquid-cooled triple. It's the first year that they came out with the liquid-cooled triple and a sled, consumer sled, and it runs pretty good. It's a pretty fast sled.
All right, now you said this is a 79.
Yes, yep, 79.
Now, I got to ask you a question, a little bit of trivia here. What year was Bjorn Snow Scooter born?
I have no idea.
Well, I'm going to give you a hint here and tell you it was the same year as your sled.
79?
Yeah, you got it right, son. I wish I had a prize to give you. Now, I'm here with my man, Mr. Gambino. What was your first name again?
Joe.
Joe. It's a really hard name for old Bjorn to remember. So, so I'm here with Joe Gambino, and he's got, why don't you tell me what you got here?
The 1970 Cushman Trackster, converted over 4-stroke, 35-horse engine, hydrostatic drive, floats in water, goes
Really?
down the trail.
She's amphibious.
Amphibious, 20-mile-an-hour top speed.
So I'm looking at the console here, Joe. What all these bells and whistles do here? You got all sorts of buttons and keys. And
This is our drive, forward, reverse, steering. Got our throttle, got our ignition, got our lights.
Very nice. Beautiful machine, Joe. Pleasure meeting you. Have fun on the ride, my man. We'll see you out there. Maybe you can tow me back in my Yamaha.
I may be able to.
I'm just kidding. Yamahas don't break down. That's true. You heard it here. Okay, Bjorn Snow Scooter here. Going to talk to my main man, Dana Town here. He's one of the club members, and he's got a really nice machine here we'd like to take a look at. He's going to tell us all about it. So check this thing out.
This is a 1978 Scorpion Whip. We actually bought it to tear it apart, get parts for another one, but when we got it home, we see it was in too good a shape, so been driving it ever since.
So now, in talking to you, Dana, you said that you got a little bit of history with the Scorpion machines. How's that?
The grandfather used to sell them right out of South Dayton, New York in his basement.
Oh, that's something else. So he used to be a dealer there, huh?
Yeah, and we had them as kids. He'd always give them to us to ride, and I just kind of stuck with them.
With another gentleman here at the Vintage Ride. We got my man here, Junior Fox. Is that name right?
Yes, sir.
One of the coolest names ever. Bjorn likes that name. Nothing says snowmobiler like a name like Junior Fox, so I like that. So what do you got here? What are we looking at, Junior?
We got a 1972 John Deere 400. My Aunt Mary Lou, who's going to be 90 this year, won this snowmobile at a raffle at Avery's Bells in North Collins on December 24th, 1971. It was never registered. It never left the farm. When I was a little kid, 7 years old, I rode up and down the field on this thing probably 800 gazillion times. It sat in her garage on a cement floor, and she didn't know why, but every 6 months she'd go out and pull it over a couple times because somebody told her that. And about 20 years ago, I asked her if she would sell it, and she said, "Oh, would you take this thing?" And I took it. It really didn't need any restoration to speak of. New gas lines and the hood, everything's original, everything's intact. I took it for a little ride yesterday and stopped by her house, and she was almost going to go for a ride with me on it, but it was a little cold for her.
And she's 90?
She's going to be 90 in April.
Hey, Bjorn Snow Scooter here. First leg done of the old vintage ride here. We were up at, I don't know, someplace on the trail here. And the Pioneer Snow Surfers have been nice enough to cook some weenies for us. Get some food in our bellies, carry us down the trail a little bit further. So big shout out to the Pioneer Snow Surfers. We really thank them for their hospitality. Well, we got a pretty good turnout down here. Weather's just perfect as far as the weather conditions. They're the same as they were when we started. So there's your weather report. But anyway, yeah, thanks. I'm gonna go get myself a weenie. out here. We're getting ready to head back to Steel Bound now. Maybe eat a little lunch. Mickey Lewis right here. Oh yeah, old drifters for life, baby. Old drifters for life. Oh, it's this guy here. This is the bad guy in G.I. Joe, Snake Eyes. Oh yeah, old drifters. Old drifters for life right here. Oh, there they go. I'm into the woods there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Life on the trail. Oh yeah. Nice little ride up here to the Warman Hut. Erie County Forestry up off of Genesee Road here. So we got a bunch of sleds heading back there to Kawasaki's. Oh yeah, drifter time. We got the wee ones out too riding today, which is great. Love to see the newer generation out here getting into this thing here called snowmobiling. So it'll be real nice. We'll be heading back here to Steel Bound here real soon. Looks like they got a head start because they're either hungry or they got to go to the bathroom. I'm not sure which, but anyway, we'll be rocking and rolling here in just a few minutes. A real important part of the vintage rides is having some sweepers with you. So I got a couple of my good friends here, Matt Smuda and Scotty Tat. So they're helping out today, sweeping up the trails. Fortunately, we haven't had a lot of breakdowns, one or two here or there, but it's nice to have the pickup men here to pick up the cowboy after he falls off the bull, you know what I'm saying? So thanks for that, gentlemen. Big shout out, all sorts of Bjorn love coming from me to you guys. We'll see you at the Steel Bound Brewery for some chow. What do you say, eh? Yamaha! Hey, Yamaha! That's what I want to hear right there. That's my voice. Yamaha! Oh yeah, Yamaha! That's the Bravo, baby. That's a nice little ride right there. Like to see it. Oh, here comes Bearcat. Yeah, baby. Oh, yeah. Oh, heck yeah.